Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the... Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and our home team. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Dalton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Haywood. 48's the Mike. Check. 48's the Mike. Stay with your man. Mike 48. Mike 48.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's fielded at the 34. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Watch the screen.
To throw again. Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. 23 yards the pickup there. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Clayton Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Dalton. And the pressure gets to him again. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Passing, it's Dalton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. For a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 85 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. Brandon Cooks, the 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, Mike 51. Watch this. Hey, Charlie.
First and 10 for Dalton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. These two teams all tied after one. Now Dalton with a first and 10. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the interception, here's Goff. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
On first and goal, Gurley. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go, defense.
Third and goal, Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here we go. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Now Dalton. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Third down from the gun. Dalton. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Dalton, and the Rams got it. They bring him down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Go, son! 120!
I'm coming for you, son! I'm coming for you, son!
On 1st and 10, Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. A very solid gain of 27. Now Goff on 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Goff. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Value 3! Value 3!
They are going for it. Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. On 1st down, Goff. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
See if they do just that. Again, they run with Gurley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
5, 20.
36. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And Woods has it complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff now to throw. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, it's gone. Forced out to his left. And he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And some space here. There he goes, right side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.